Snello. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. How are you guys? How are you guys? How are you guys this week? I just stubbed my toe. Sorry. It hurt. Ow. Ow. How are you guys? Snails. Many snails eating. Nom, 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 nom. I need to clean my roach terrarium because it smells bad. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. I'm not sure if one of them died or they smell bad. I gotta clean it. Anyway, hi, Sneller. The snails are eating some kale today again for the millionth time. It's their favorite though. Snails, from everything I found, like leafy greens a lot. They do. I'm sure they would eat like a cucumber or a tomato too. We never have cucumbers or tomatoes, honestly. I wouldn't mind cucumbers, even though a cucumber did try to murder me. You know, cucumbers are kind of refreshing, you know. They're pretty refreshing, I think. Look at him nomming on that leaf. Ow. 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 Wow. Snails are so cute. You tried seasoning cucumbers? Yeah, I always put a little bit of salt on, like, if I'm just eating a cucumber raw, you gotta put a little salt on there, you know? Same with tomatoes. There's a little bit of salt and it's good. You know, cucumbers might murder me, but it shouldn't murder a snail. I'm pretty sure snails love cucumbers. I can have salt. I don't love it, but in small amounts it's fine. It's fine in small amounts. But you know, sodium does like cause a lot of health problems for people. A lot of people have a big problem with eating too much sodium, and then they get like heart disease and stuff. Or high cholesterol, low high blood. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. They get things, they get bad things. They get things that are bad from eating too much sodium. So technically, if you think about it, sodium is bad for you too. Salt, knuckle. NaCl, knuckle. High blood pressure, kidney problems. It can cause a lot of problems. I mean, salt is also ever present in highly processed foods because it keeps things good for longer, so it makes sense too. It's been a long week for me. For everybody. I'm working on a big project that's gonna come out next week. But like, now I'm kind of like, you know, I don't know. I've kind of lost my spirit for it now. But it's still gonna happen next week. I gotta celebrate 30K, guys. We got it. randomly suck in their face like that. Oh, cute snail. Got surprised by something. Yeah. So yeah, I've been working a bunch on this project that is going to be next week. It'll be worth it, guys. It'll be worth it. But that's why I've been kind of absent this week. Partially. I have a cover that's gonna premiere tomorrow. A cover with Toka. I haven't put up the premiere for it yet. I'm trying to like decide in my head when I want it to premiere tomorrow. Do I want it to premiere at 3 or 5? Or do I want it at noon? It's a good time to premiere a cover. I don't know. 6:07. No! No! Anything but that. Anything but that. 6:07 in the morning? I feel like 3 p.m. is a good solid time. Let me put it up right now. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. The snails are doing good. They don't have a single freaking thought in their heads. That's fine though. That's fine. Alright. YouTube has been giving very different recommendations based on time of day. Oh, that reminds me. I saw a thing about how YouTube's algorithm is like fucked up right now. I need to check it if it's fixed. And there's another fucked up. Something with shorts. There was other stuff too. I know some streams were affected. I would assume they fixed it by now. I would assume it's been fixed by now. Let me see. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there it is. Damn. Damn it. Sorry. Damn it! It says it's still an issue. Maybe I shouldn't... maybe I shouldn't premiere it tomorrow. But I wanna premiere it tomorrow. I wanna. No! No! No. What do I do? Get together, you two. Exactly. Get together. Get together. Maybe I'll just post it anyway. I don't know. It's hard for me to decide what I want to do. I think it'll be okay. As long as you guys promise to watch it, I think it'll be okay. Right? 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 As long as these guys promise to watch it, it'll be okay, I think. I think it'll be fine if you guys just pinky promise. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be fun. I'm so freaking exhausted today. But I don't even know why. I just feel like my body is so tired of everything right now. I just want to go into hibernation. That's what I want. Hibernation. Ugh. Snails. Snails. Snails, they hibernate. Snails hibernate. Oh wait, I forgot to put the thingy on the screen. Where is it? That's not it. That's not it. This one? Yeah, there you go. I did. They're sleeping all day. I mean, honestly, I wish that I could like have my computer when I'm lying in bed. You know, I wish I could just lay in bed and also do my work at the same time. But I don't have a laptop. The only laptop I have is a Chromebook, and you're not gonna get very much work done on a Chromebook, is all I'm going to say. You're not gonna get very much done on a Chromebook. It's pretty much only good for watching YouTube. I don't even think you can watch Netflix on it. Why don't I buy a new laptop? Why don't I buy anything in this economy? Everything is so expensive right now. I can't think about buying things. I have to start being more stingy with my money, I think. I feel like I keep buying food and like art and stuff, commissioning people. I need to stop. I need to just start doing everything by myself so I don't use my money. PC prices are messed up. Yeah, well, they've been messed up for a long time. I don't know about laptops versus PCs. I don't know how expensive, because it wouldn't have to be a good laptop. It would just have to be probably what I would end up doing is I would do like a remote desktop program to my PC. Because I mean, I'd still be in the same room as my PC. I'd just be in my bed. I'm just being extra lazy. I'm like, I don't even want to get up and sit down at my computer. I'm just gonna do my work lying in bed, thank you. Isn't that the dream? Isn't that the dream? Oh, my chair is also getting like very old and kind of nasty. And so it's not as comfortable to sit on anymore. It's like falling apart. It's like this fake leather and it's like peeling and cracking everywhere. So every once in a while I'll be sitting and it'll start stabbing me. It's great! It's great! You know how fake leather gets when it like starts tearing apart and like getting crumbly and then you get little pieces everywhere and it starts stabbing you? It's great. Yay! Snails! By the way, thanks for this! Ah! Oh hey, there's my hand looks freaking ginormous in comparison to these snails. It's just the reflections making it look bigger. So my hand's not that big. These snails aren't that small. Okay, well they're pretty small. They're pretty small. Yeah, everybody always tells me when I complain about my chair, oh, you should invest in, what's that one chair that every streamer goes on and on about being the best chair ever? What is that one chair? They're like, it's expensive, but it's so worth it. It's only like $1 billion, but like, it's so worth it. Is it Herman Miller? It might be Herman Miller. Everybody always goes, I complain, they're like, well, it has lumbar support, and I mean, it costs like $2,000, but it's so worth it. I'm like, man, I don't have $2,000 to spend on a fucking chair! It's so worth it, bro, it's so worth it. Shut up! Maybe I just need to, like, move all my stuff onto the floor, and then I can just sit on the floor. The floor is a very versatile sitting spot, if you think about it, because you can. If you are on the floor, you can sit on the floor. You can lay on the floor. You can kneel on the floor. You can crisscross applesauce on the floor. You can lay on your side on the floor. You could lay upside down on the floor. You could do a handstand on the floor. So, like, honestly, why don't more people just do everything on the floor? Like with just like a cushion or something. Oh, get a little cushion and like sit on the floor. I mean, I'm sure it'd be bad for your back, but probably not great for your back. Because then you'd be like probably looking down a little bit more. You get one of those like floor desks, and then it'd be up a little bit. You playing your pizza on the floor? That sounds epic. Bleh. Bleh. Just snails being snails. A standing desk. I know that standing is healthy for people, right? But I hate standing. That makes me sound so fucking lazy, but it's true. I hate standing. I would rather be walking than standing. I hate standing. You tell me to like stand in a line, I can't stand still. Ugh. I hate standing. Let me sit or let me move. I don't want to stand. I would hate a standing desk. I would never be able to stop like wiggling. I would never get anything done. Small treadmill under the desk. Yeah, but then you'd get tired and then you wouldn't be able to use your stuff when you're not tired. Because, like, sometimes you want to sit down, you know? You gotta sit down sometimes. I prefer sitting to standing. Okay, I know it makes my butt fatter because I'm literally sitting on it all day, but some people are into that, you know? That's how you get extra cake. Yeah, motorized ones are way lower. Yeah, and how much is that? $10,000? Like I have $10,000. I was just talking about how I needed to be more stingy with my money. I mean, look at all these snails with their big fat asses. That's me. That's me with my big fat ass. Got a fat, snaily butt. That's where I keep all my organs in my ass. My home is in my ass. I'm just imagining like an anatomy drawing of a snail now, but like instead of all the organs inside the shell, it's just a big butt. Just a huge dumpy. And that's it. That's all that's in there. Just a big ass. True snail anatomy. They just have a huge ass in there. Covering it up. What snails does French eat? French snails, probably. I don't know. French ones. Don't ask me, ask the French! No, escargot is not delicious. Escargot is not good. No. Don't say that in front of my snail children. Don't say that to them. They don't need to know about the cruel world outside of this terrarium. They don't need to know. What do they smell like? They smell like dirt. Because they live in the dirt. Most things that live in the dirt smell like dirt, from my experience. And a lot of bugs live in dirt, so a lot of bugs smell like dirt. They just smell like dirt. Earthy. If they smell like anything other than dirt, then you can probably start worrying that something is wrong with them. Dirty, stinky snails. That scared the shit out of me. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. I want to make sure you guys are alive and fine, please. Okay. I think they're fine. I gotta change the music, it's gonna drive me insane, Yoshi, please stop it. I need to get a better water bottle sprayer, but I left the other one in the living room and I don't want to get up and get it. Which is the biggest? I mean, a lot of them are about the same size. They're mostly the same species. They just need to wake up! Wake up! Wake up, my children. Wake up and feed. Wake up and feast. It is time for food. They don't need to sleep. They've been sleeping for a week straight. I just have to feed. How long do they sleep? Snails can sleep for a really long time. It's like kind of a self-defense mechanism, I guess. When they start to dry out, they'll like conserve their strength by kind of just hardening and sleeping wherever they are in the world until they wait until it gets moist again. Like if it rains or it's a moist night, and then they start moving again. But that's often why you will see like a dried out snail. It's not dried out, but you know, like it's stuck to a wall or something, and you're like, how? That guy's been there for a year. How long? How is he still there? That's because they're hibernating right there. They're just waiting for it to get wet again. But also that makes them, you know, susceptible to predators, so... They don't use up that much energy, they just need to be moist. And so if they're not moist, they protect themselves by going in their shell and waiting for it to get moist again. I keep all my snails and stuff at home. Yeah. Ah! I mean, I don't know if it's hibernation by definition, but if the way we're defining hibernation is a long sleep, then I would call it hibernation, you know? But it's not like they do it for the winter. In fact, I would argue that in the winter months, snails are probably a little bit more active, as long as it's not snowing. But they love rain. Big fans of rain. Yeah, it's like a stasis. I don't know if there's a scientific word for it. There probably is. I could look it up. What do you call when snails sleep? When a snail goes into a prolonged deep sleep to survive harsh weather, it is called estivation. If the environment is too hot or dry, and hibernation if the environment is too cold. So they do hibernate. They hibernate and they go into wherever estivation is, which I guess is for the warmer months. And we have snails making out on stream again. I'm gonna have to start rating these streams like 18 plus. This is awfully sensual. So I guess they do hibernate when it's really cold, but when it's really hot, they estivate. Estivate. What do they eat? Leafy stuff or they're omnivores? You know, I do wonder if snails eat... They don't necessarily eat meat, but they can eat like each other's shells and stuff. But I don't know if that would necessarily count as eating meat. For the most part, they're herbivores, but I know that they can eat each other's shells because they like need the calcium in it and stuff. So that can happen, but I don't know if you would call that, you know, being carnivorous. Or even cannibalism. It's like people eating each other's hair. If somebody eats your hair, is that cannibalism? If you eat somebody's hair, are you a cannibal? Like, cause technically you ate a piece of them, but it's not really like the meat part of them. It's their hair. It's like eating someone's bones. I guess it's probably a little bit more like eating someone's bones. Or fingernails, like eating someone's fingernails. Yeah, so maybe. They're herbivores for the most part. They don't eat meat. If I put down a nice, delicious, beefy steak in front of them, they would not eat that probably. They might taste it, but they wouldn't be too interested. Most likely. They would just avoid it. We do eat our own fingernails. Humans do eat their own fingernails. Humans also eat their hair a lot. Cannibals! 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 All of them! If you've ever eaten your fingernail or if you've ever eaten a piece of your own hair, cannibal! Can't believe you. Arrest him! Look at these guys over here. They're eating right next to each other is really cute. I love snails. They're so serene. Get them some tasty kale. Thank you, the hake. Hike, 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 hike. Okay. Give them a piece. I don't have much leftover kale today, but I wouldn't stack them. If I stacked them, then no. I just didn't. Sorry. Try not to disturb them that much. Dino kale? I don't know what kind of kale it is. It's kale. I don't eat kale. My mom eats kale. Kale, whenever I eat kale, kale always leaves a bad aftertaste in my mouth that doesn't go away for like hours and hours and hours. And after like an hour of having that aftertaste in my mouth, it starts to make me nauseous. I can't stand it. Like, if it didn't have that whole aftertaste thing, I'd probably be fine eating it, but it like just doesn't go away. That's why I don't eat kale. Spinach is yummy. I already told you guys my spinach story though, why I don't eat spinach either. People enjoy the taste of kale. Aftertaste of kale? Are you serious? That's disgusting. It's like dry tissues. It tastes like, yeah, it does kind of taste kind of metallic. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Oh yeah, I guess if you cook the kale, maybe the aftertaste isn't as strong. But pretty much everything we eat in my household is raw. Whoa, what is happening? I think there's a snail underneath them. Snail underneath the snails. They really enjoyed the kill though. I guess they must not care about the aftertaste. They do love kale. I haven't tried feeding them cucumbers, but one day I will because I've heard that they really like cucumbers. I wonder if they like broccoli. They might like broccoli too. I don't know. Have they laid any eggs yet? I don't know, actually. Honestly, there might not be enough dirt for them to lay eggs. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't seen any eggs. I have not seen any eggs yet. But maybe one day I'll wake up and there'll be a bunch of baby snails suddenly crawling around. That's normally what happens when bugs make babies. Normally, you don't even notice the eggs. Normally, you just suddenly notice one day all these bugs that are tiny and everywhere, and you're like, how did this happen? I don't remember anything. Nobody told me about this. That's normally how it goes. There's really no warning. Your snail birthing stream. That would be really hard to get on camera because I'd have to like watch them 24/7. I don't even know how to tell if a snail is pregnant. Peppers evolved capsaicin to ward off bugs and mammals, so I predict snails don't like it either. Huh. That's funny because I fed my roaches a jalapeno last night. And it was gone in the morning. Not sure if the roaches necessarily eat the jalapeno or if it was the mealworms that live in the dirt. But it was gone, so they definitely ate it. But I did also give a tiny piece of the jalapeno to my isopods, thinking, you know, if everybody else likes it, well, I guess the isopods will like it too, but the isopods did not touch it. Isopods did not touch it at all. It was not touched at all by the isopods, so isopods don't like that. They didn't even touch it. I didn't touch it even a little bit, not at all. Step different piles of food and see which way the snails go. I mean, I honestly think that would be hard to like actually gauge, because I think the way that the snails would work is they would just go towards whatever they see first or whatever they sense first. Or just eat everything, that's why they're so big and fat. Well, they don't eat chocolate. They don't eat chocolate. I tried to give them chocolate once, and they didn't like it. They won't eat chocolate. Maybe spiders on your ceiling. I love spiders, though. Spiders are great. Spiders are the best. I love spiders. I really want a huntsman spider of my own. One day. Jumping spiders. Yeah, I have a jumping spider right now. I showed it to you guys the other one of the other streams we did. One of the other feeding streams. I showed you guys my spider, my jumping spider. I have a jumping spider, a black widow. I have 2 tarantulas. I have lots of spiders. I like spiders. They're really easy to take care of, in my opinion, so they're like perfect pets. They're hardy, easy to take care of. If you get a female, it lives for like literally forever. It lives for like 20 years. Best. They're the best. Wonder how long snails live. I would assume some snails can live a really long time. Especially because they do the whole like hibernation, estivation thing. How long do snails live? Snails can live anywhere from 2 to 5 years. But if they go into hibernation, they can live even longer, which I guess makes sense. They're definitely going ham on that kale today. They're going ham! Yeah. Silly, silly fat snails. Full of hope. And full of kale. Everything is crab. Yeah, I've heard some people talk about everything is crab. I think somebody posted in the Discord the other day another game that was like, don't touch the snail or something. Which I really think I want to play that game. Not just because I'm a snail, but it actually looked pretty interesting. Like ridiculous and stupid, but also interesting. Which is perfect for me, right up my alley. I like ridiculous and stupid. Almost all the snails are up and eating. That's kind of like a new record! It's a new record! So cute. Ah. Oh, to be a snail. Top right isn't so sure. The one that's just stuck on the wall, I think he's still sleeping. I think that one is still asleep and stuck to the wall. I think that's why he's there. He hasn't even realized it's food time yet. Probably why I need to get a better spray bottle so I can spray them better so that they wake up. Otherwise I gotta like stick my fingers in there and wake them up myself. Big boy, tiny boy on top. That's not a two-headed snail? No, it's just a snail on top of a snail on top of a snail. Oh. Yeah, they're like stacked on each other. It's because when I wake them up to eat, when I open up the terrarium, I have to knock all the ones off the top so I can open it properly without hurting any of them. So I knock them all onto the bottom and then they kind of get all stacked up like this. Snails are nicer. That's because they don't crawl in front of the camera. Well, they were doing a lot more slowly than the roaches, so they're just so much slower. Yeah, that guy on the other guy's show is just eating kale and letting himself be taken for a ride. He doesn't even care. Bro doesn't give a fuck. She's just piggybacking around with a snack. Whoa! Whoa! There's another baby. There's a baby that's trying to get on board. Snail pile of snails. How are you guys over here doing? Just chowing down. This guy's chowing down over here. Are you sleep hoping at the buffet? I don't know. Free will. Yes, I have other bugs. I have spiders. I said I have 2 tarantulas earlier, and a jumping spider and a black widow. They're so cute. No. This is a snail stream. Yeah, I used to find jumping spiders in the wild all the time. I feel like I never see them anymore. Kinda makes me sad. I haven't seen one just in the wild in such a long time. Did I adopt them and I would find them in the wild when I was a kid? Yeah. But I just don't see them anymore. Gotten smarter in hiding. Either they've gotten smarter at hiding, or there's less of them around because of like pollution, global warming and stuff. you know? I worry about the decline of bogies and stuff. I worry about the decline in their habitats. Chill fellas. Adorable fellas. Thankfully, snails, we don't really have to worry about them going extinct or anything. They're kind of an issue. They're pretty invasive. I don't think snails are really gonna go away anytime soon. Honestly, if you ask me, they're probably better if they're kept in a terrarium. That way they don't go and destroy nature. Because they like to eat everything. They're pretty OP. They're like little fat bastards. Yeah, and they make so many babies, and they're hermaphrodites. There's so many... Snails are really OP. I'm tired. Why am I tired? Still have a piece of kale I can give them. They're eating this kale pretty speedily today. Snails do that thing where they crawl over each other to move faster than caterpillars do? What? What are you talking about? What? Huh? What? Snails, 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 snails. Snails, 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 snails. Oh my god, stop being so tired. There's one in the back on the cuddle bone. Look at that guy. Snails are smarter than us. Snails are smarter than you. Snails are the best. Snails will rule the world one day. One day. One day. One day. get one of them. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna plug in my drawing tablet and work on some art too while we sit here and watch the snails eat. That way I can multitask.
They eating too fast. Need more kale.
More kale. When? Okay, this is the last bit of the tail I have. That's the last bit of tail that I have. There's still two on in the corner on this side. There's two here that haven't woken up. Actually, there might be 3 or 4 that haven't woken up over there. Try spraying them awake a little bit. I just need a better spray bottle. This one sucks. Maybe if I just pour out the water. Wake up! Wake up! Okay, maybe that'll wake them up. I haven't got a water drop on the camera. Wake up! Wake up! There's food! There's food, guys! There's also that guy on this side. Let's see if I can wake it up. Wakey, wakey, bro. Not at all, not one bit. Yeah, I'm hoping those ones on the side will wake up and eat too. They may not, they may not. Eat the bounties provided! Eat them! Eat your food! Ever thought about raising water snails? I've heard it's really easy. Aquatic snails are really easy, but I just really don't have a reason to. I don't have like an aquarium with fish or anything, so there's no point in getting aquatic snails. And also, dealing with aquariums is a pain in my butt, and I don't want to do it anymore. As a snail owner, have you ever had the displeasure of having snails with rainbow buttons? I'm talking about the snail parasite. I have never, no. I've never encountered that parasite. I don't think it lives where I live. I don't think that parasite is around here. not sure where the parasite is, but I don't think it's from around here. Oh, one of the snails that I poured water on is waking up. Look. Look. Oh, look, there's another one. There's 2 of them are waking up. Look at them. Waking up. See, they just need to be waterboarded a little. That's all you need. But like, why am I upside down though? But why am I upside down? This doesn't make any sense. I'll figure it out. I don't have to flip that. Well, waterboarding always wakes people up, so I think it's a good technique. I think it's a good technique. Nothing wrong with a little waterboarding in the morning. Morning, Snails. I'm still trying to figure out how to get out. He'll figure it out eventually. Alright, I'm gonna work on some art. Also, let me put this in the corner. I promised Nana birthday art, so I'm working on birthday art. And stuff. Smaller, so I don't take up so much space. There we go, now I can still see the snails. I mainly just gotta start coloring it. I'm pretty sure. The line art is just about done. does Nana have moles? I know that Nana has moles. How many moles does she have and where are they? Anybody remember where Nana's moles are? You should probably download a picture of Nana anyway. So that I know what I'm doing. I not have framed pictures of Nana on my desk? No. Absolutely not. I have no framed pictures on my desk, period. But I do have Nana's desk map from her birthday last year. I just don't have it on my desk. But let me, the whole point of a desk map is to put it on your desk. The thing about desk mats, though, is you can only have one desk mat on your desk at a time, unless you have multiple desks. But if you have multiple desks, why do you have multiple desks? Ooh, what kind of crazy person has multiple desks, bro? Not me. I have one. IKEA desks to form an L shape. Oh, I forget that people have L-shaped desks. There's not really a corner in my room I could do that in. My desk is right up against my windows, which is probably like a sin in feng shui or something. I've completely ruined the vibes of the room. What? Not this fucking song again! You gotta be shitting me! against window is good function. Are you sure? Because then there's like a big computer blocking the window. I'm not in the mood for Yoshi. I'm here for calming Nintendo music, not. Okay. Not in the mood for. It's not calming! God. I have tarantulas. I told you, I have tarantulas, I have a jumping spider, and I have a black widow. Those are the spiders I have. I have a brachypelma smithy tarantula, and I always forget the other one. I'm not jealous of Mario. Just because I like Luigi better doesn't mean I'm jealous of Mario, okay? I like Luigi better because he's green, and green is my favorite color. It's really that simple, guy. Look how high up he is. Explore, Toad! Isn't that a game at some point? Wasn't there like a Toad game? Explore Toad game? I don't remember. Oh, you know, I think I brought this up a while ago. And then I kind of never talked about it again. The reason is because... So I said that I wanted to play TV Robo next for the retro game that I play next. But... I found out that you actually cannot get... You cannot get TV Robo on the regular Switch. You have to have a Switch 2 to get the freaking Chibi Robo retro game. So I don't know what to do. Should we play something else? Should we play something that is actually available on the Switch? Or should we just break the rules? I don't know. Cause I can't get a Switch 2 now, right now. Well, I mean, them putting like Chibi Robo, and I think it's all of the Nintendo. Is Chibi Robo on the 64 or the GameCube? Does anybody know? Whichever one it is on, all the retro games for that are on. They're on the Switch 2. GameCube. Okay, all the GameCube games are on Switch 2. I think Switch 1 has Nintendo 64 games though? Maybe a couple? Are there any good Nintendo 64 games that won't make me pull my hair out? mean, I would play a Pokemon game, but I feel like everybody is playing Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red right now. Thank you! Thank you for the super chat! You know, I'm actually out of kale, I apologize. Should take that thing down. There's definitely Cornu Aspirum in there, but I don't know about Helix Pomani. I'll have to look that up. There's definitely a couple different species in there. I know one is Cornu Aspirum. Oh, you might be right, yeah. Helix Pomatia. The Roman snail or the burgundy snail or escargot. No! No! No escargot! Escargot, more like escarno. Harvest Moon and Pokemon Snap on the Switch. I don't know. I would have to look. I don't know how much you guys would actually enjoy me playing something like Harvest Moon, though. I feel like you guys would get bored of me playing Harvest Moon really fast. Like, I love farming games. I love farming games, but they're not super entertaining, unfortunately. Unless you guys prove me wrong. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta have the Subway Surfers. Gotta have the Subway Surfers, a little bit of jingling keys on the side, too. I mean, I guess maybe playing a farming game with, like, music in the background, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but... I feel like farming games are more so for, like, when you're doing something else and you need something to do with your hands, you know? Like when you're watching a movie or something, that's when you play a farming game. Or if you're just chatting with friends, that's when you play a farming game. I love Harvest Moon. I love Harvest Moon, but I just worry it's not entertaining enough for you guys. Well, I mean, guys, if I do like a Harvest Moon stream or something, or a farming game stream, then you guys better get it to like a million views, because otherwise I'm not playing a farming game again. That's the deal. I think that farming games are boring for stream content, so either you prove me wrong, or we're just not gonna play farming game. Lovecraftian farming game called Neverway. That sounds epic. There's a lot of good farming games out there. I always told you guys that I stand by Rune Factory 4 being the best farming game ever, but it has so much more to it. I mean, we're gonna do, tomorrow we have a Snailbert only stream, so if you guys want to vote for games that I should play, remember, you can vote tomorrow. I'll put it on a wheel, and then I'll spin the wheel, and whatever game it lands on, I have to play it. I have to do at least one stream playing that game. That's the deal. That's the deal. Corpse snails. I've never heard of a corpse snail. I should look that up. Oh! Ah! Corpse snail. Oh wow, they are pretty. I don't think I've ever seen them before though. Cops? Cops? Yeah! It's a cop? Shit. I also accidentally turned off my music. Hold on. Fine. Not corpse, no cops, no. Okay. top snail. Yeah, these guys are pretty. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one before. Maybe. I don't know. I pretty much only ever come across these snails. The two types that I have in here are pretty much the only ones I ever find. Are giant African snails legal in Canada? They're super illegal in the US, so I would assume they're illegal in Canada too, but I don't actually know. I know they're not illegal in like the UK. Because they're like really invasive and stuff, and they become a problem here before. But so it is all North America. Man. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's probably better, but... Gotta get yourself a dealer. Or move somewhere where they're legal. I just keep snails for fun. Honestly, my biggest problem with keeping snails is how freaking nasty they kind of are. Because they love to rub their poop all over the terrariums, and it's so gross, and then it hardens. And it's nasty. Like, they don't smell or anything, but... like, I'll have a nice glass terrarium or something, and it'll get ruined because it's covered in freaking snail shit. This isn't. Okay, before you guys scream at me, I know this is not the right color hair for Nana, but I'm trying to use a darker color so I can actually see what I'm doing. Imposing center snail. Flame tiger snails are honestly the least messy. Really? Do you keep snails and do you like breed them for money or just for conservation? Because I also do roach streams, and sometimes people are like, get these types of roaches, get these ones. And I'm like, I don't want to get more. I don't want to get more. I have too many. I don't want more. Why are snails so cute? They just are naturally. They're the best. They're the best. They're cute. I think that, you know the little three face, the cat face in anime, the three face? I feel like they just naturally have that face, you know? Yes, exactly. They naturally have that face. And I think if you naturally have that face, you can't not be cute. You know, it's just guys, it's an adorable face. Cutest face ever. Educational shows, podcasts. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know. I've thought about trying to like breed and sell some of my bugs, but I always decide against it because expensive. I don't have time to do it. I don't really have time to do it, and also I don't know how to like even get into something like that. Bring snails to Anime Expo? I don't think that's the right convention to bring snails to. I don't think that's the right convention. You like try to boot that Anime Expo and you just get a bunch of snails and they're like, that's not anime. That's not anime. A species I've been working on to breed. They have a fully dedicated enclosure as a Pacific banana slug. Oh, I love banana slugs. I love banana slugs. Banana slugs are so cute. I didn't know you could keep them, though. Are you allowed to keep banana slugs, or are they a protected species? I always thought they were protected, but maybe because they're slugs, nobody cares. Maybe I don't know. Very cool. Maybe if I ever see a banana slug, I'll have to grab one. Are they hard to breed? Are they easy? Are they gross? Are they grody? They're big. They get pretty big. Banana slugs can get pretty big. I'm sure they need a lot of moisture and humidity too, though. The further north, the bigger the slug. Is that because they gotta store more fat so that they can hibernate better for the winter or something? I don't know. They gotta be bulkier. I mean, for the most part, I'm not super interested in slugs. But banana slugs I do think are really, really cool. I think they're pretty epic. But for everything else, I'm like, snails are definitely superior to slugs. Snails are so much cuter and so much cooler and so much better. All my snails are sleeping now. They're tired of eating. Are you tired of eating? You still eating? Cephalopods. Also a longer lifespan. Oh. Do I ever handle my snails? I try not to. If I do pick them up, I'll like... Normally, I'm picking them up when they're like hiding in their shells anyway, so I'm not really touching their foot, their footy bits, their slimy bits. But I have heard that they don't like the oils on your skin and such, so... Red Vigor Isopods. Are they actually bright red? Changeable mantle slug, one of Ontario's largest native species. Haven't heard of it. I'll have to look it up. I know, it's just so orange. I'm sorry, I made not an orange, okay? It's just so I can see her hair better. She do dust forest. Oh my god. Snails have a high tendency to catch parasites. I've never encountered any parasites with my snails, thank goodness. But I have heard that they can. But these guys are pretty chill. Pretty chill. Chill snails. No parasiteless snails. Are you happy? Your hair is correctly colored now. Ugh. Where do you purchase snails? I don't purchase snails. I get them at parks. I kidnap them and I make them my children. What you can do because nobody cares about snails. Everything is free if you don't buy it. Well, there's some animals out there that you obviously can't just kidnap from a park. Like, you can't just go to parks and kidnap the geese and the swans and stuff. You would get in trouble for that. But there are things you can. Lots of bugs. Lots of bugs are protected in that same way, especially bugs that we consider invasive. Or snails that we consider invasive. Big snail. Invasive slug. If you want to see the Canadian hobby, sometime peek at Planet Inverts. Okay, I will. Thank you so much, Planet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm so distracted during today's stream, guys. I'm just so freaking tired today. Clearly the snails are pretty tired too. They were going to ham at first, but now they're starting to calm down a bit. What the hell is my playlist playing right now? This is from Mario World? Stop giving me this. Stop doing this to me. Super Mario Wonder? What is Super Mario Wonder? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where? Hey. Are there even any snails still awake? There's one way back there. Oh, they're all gone to sleep. Oh, there's that one. He's awake. That one's awake. Okay. Putting down my drawing tablet. Alright. I'll make sure to see you guys. Well, I need you guys to make sure that you guys watch the cover that's premiering tomorrow. You have to promise me that you will watch the cover premiere tomorrow, the one with me and Toka. Yeah, yeah. They worked really hard on it, and I think it sounds really cool. I think it sounds really cute the way it turned out. We're gonna do the premiere, the cover premiere tomorrow at like 3 Pacific time, 3 p.m. Pacific time, and then also later that day I'll do the Snailbert Sunday stream, and we'll actually spin the wheel this time. We'll get some work done. We'll pick this. We'll do my schedule for the next week, and we're going to spin the wheel. We're gonna do the wheel. We're gonna do stuff. We're gonna work on thumbnails. We're gonna make the schedule. We're gonna get everything done. So no procrastination. There shan't be any procrastination. What is Snailbert? There's one in the back there moving around. That's pretty much asleep. Spin the wheel! Let's go gambling! I'm also trying to, I'm trying to plan some collabs for next week, so I probably will be doing some next week. Also we're going to have a 30K celebration next week. I haven't decided the day. It'll probably be on either Friday or the weekend. Not sure which one yet. But that's probably when we're gonna do it. And it may or may not be. This is the only spoiler you get for what it is. It may or may not be. A 3D mini live. Well, you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. I didn't see that. I say it may or it may not be, and then what if it like is not at all? That. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm putting a lot of work into making that happen for next week. And I'm probably not going to stream a ton next week because I'm still going to be working on it. But like I said, I'll do collabs. Whenever I do a collab, I always consider those an off day anyway. I always consider collab days to be an off day because I don't stream on my channel. And when I do collabs, I'm normally on someone else's channel. And if I don't stream on my channel, I consider it an off day. You know? Technically, I'm not doing that much work. Yeah. So, we'll see, but we'll decide the schedule tomorrow. And yeah, be excited. I'm excited to show you guys. I just have to finish everything. Ah! Do I have anything else to say? I hope you guys are feeling good. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys don't eat any snails. Don't eat any snails. Don't do it. Don't eat snails. That's bad. Don't eat them. They'll eat you. Let them eat you. Let them eat you. See you Snailbers tomorrow. I'll see my members tomorrow. My members are my Snailbers. And I'll see you everybody else next week. Oh, cleaning your room down. I need to clean my room. That's something I need to do too. Okay. Bye-bye. We're gonna wait. We have to raid into somebody. I almost forget how to stream. Hold on. I have to see who's online so we can raid into somebody. Customization. Okay, we're gonna raid into blah 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 blah. Rena Lunettes, my genmate. She's playing more Power Wash Simulator, more! She's always power washing and Adventure Time and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over to Rena, and make sure you say snail raid, so that she knows that a snail is raiding her. And if you don't say snail raid, then the snails will raid your house in the middle of the night when you're least expecting it, and they will eat everything in your fridge. And then when you wake up in the morning, you'll have nothing for breakfast. And then you'll be really sad. So you should say snail raid so that doesn't happen. Okay? Capiche? Capiche? And hopefully next stream, I'll have a lot more energy. I've just been doing so much stuff, I'm kind of constantly tired, but I'm working on it! I'm working on it! Anyway, I'll see you guys. I'll see the members tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next week.